Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys. Internet's a little bit iffy, so hopefully it holds. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay, if you guys can see me okay. I hope everybody's doing really good. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. Maggie's like, made it. Score. Score. Let me know if you guys can, if the sound is okay, if the image is okay. Yes, Isis is here as well. Aw. Hey guys. All good. Thank you. Okay. Hope you guys had a good weekend so far. It's been kind of crazy on this this side of the pond. A lot of people ringing my doorbell again this week or just today. Lots of people living close by asking for assistance. Lots of family drama going on all over the place, it looks like. So I have been very busy this afternoon, but I'm here for you guys for about 2 hours. So for those of you who are new, I'm an intuitive, whatever label you want to stick on me. But during these sessions, I use my intuition, my intuitive connection to other sources to help you with messages, to guide you, to help you heal, to help you get a different perspective, whatever it is you need to hear at this moment. I have different angel cards that I use, and I just let spirit flip one out. That way I don't choose them. Okay. Now, it's been my, love the pigtails. They're not really even, are they? I'm not really good at pigtails. I need somebody to teach me how to do it, but my hair's so long, it just annoys me now. It's been my experience that even though you might not get a personal card directed directly to you, that we can get messages and confirmations. Ooh, maybe I should put I forgot to put my things on. We can get messages and confirmations and guidance through other people's messages. If you get that feeling like, oh, I feel like you're talking about me, or I feel like, or you're getting goosebumps, or you just get that knowing that this is for me as well, get it, validate those nudges, take them, because spirit knows that they can get messages to you in different ways, even if it's not directly focused for you. Okay, so take what resonates with you. Oh, no, we don't want to reinstall. Oh, my God. Hold on, guys. I hate it when it does that. It keeps doing that. I keep saying, nope, don't want it. There. Okay. We don't want to restart. We don't want to install. Every time this install updates, my computer goes crazy. So I don't like the updates. Why can't everybody just leave the computers the way they are? Why do they have to keep changing stuff? Okay, it works fine. Stop messing with it. Swear to God, every 5 minutes, update. I'm like, no. And then all of a sudden, my keyboard is like completely like I press A and I get it, and I get a Q, and and then I have to figure out how to change that again. And it's just, I don't like it. I'm not really loving computers, but it is a great way to communicate to you guys. So anyway, if you get those little nudges, that message might just be for you, then it is. Okay, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me know in the comment section if any of it makes any sense to you guys. That helps me as well. And that's about it. Also, I just want to let people know. A lot of people are like, you're not online much anymore. Well, I am, but I have a Patreon page, and it is, I think, like $4.50 per month that you can sign up for. You can cancel at any time, re-sign up at any time, and there's over 200 channeled posts on there. I try to normally do a written post every week. But because we're going towards the end of the year, every week I'm now replacing my written post with a zodiac video. So basically, it is a yearly overview for 2025, what I'm receiving with the cards and through spirit per zodiac sign. So every week it's going to be a new zodiac sign, and it's going to be just kind of a yearly review for 2025. Kind of like I do every month per zodiac, but then for the entire year. So should you be interested in that, don't be afraid to sign up. You can also pay for the video for your zodiac sign separate, but it's the same price as a monthly fee because I can't go any lower. The monthly fee is the lowest that I can charge people on Patreon. So you might as well just sign up for a month and get all the extra bonuses as well. But just in case, there you go. There it is. Okay, well, let's get started. I pick randomly. So whoever I'm being drawn to, okay. And then we'll go from there. Thank you, Mary. Let's do Mary first. Mary did give me a donation, so let's give her a card. Thank you. It's much appreciated. It's not necessary on my channel, but it is much appreciated. Mary, Mary, Mary. Which one? This one. Okay. Mary, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. Mary, this one is for you. It's all about perception. Everything depends on perception. Everything depends on consciously choosing what to make, what you allow to be a part of your reality. That's really what it's about. It's almost like a lot of times you feel like you have no control over how the outside world is affecting you, but you do. You really have to understand that when it comes to reality, it is simply a projection of the your inner truth, what you, from the human perspective, have accepted as your reality, accepted as your truth. And so the more we expand that truth, the more we start to see things from a higher perspective, the more those truths and beliefs become more accurate. And the more accurate your understanding of everything, the more accurate the projection of your reality will be, and the more easily you will be able to guide your energy to really move in a vibration of being the sole creator of your reality. Does that make sense? So let go of the fear that you are in some way or form that you can. It's not that you are, but it's almost like in your mind, there is the possibility of being victimized by the outside world. What's going on in my country? What's going on politically? Oh my God, people are going crazy. There's so many things that we allow to victimize us, but those things are just ideas. They are just collective ideas that do not need to be a part of your reality. They do not need to be a part of your vocabulary, your energetic vocabulary, because it's your energetic vocabulary that then decides what is being projected back to you as your outer reality. So make sure that you understand and that you truly act upon the knowing that you and you alone gets to decide what you consider to be a part of your reality and what you consider to be somebody else's reality what you consider to be just simply an experience for someone else. And in choosing more wisely, you will be able to guide your energy better and to guide your projection in a way that it only projects back to you the things that you truly want to experience. Does that make sense? And I feel like that is the message they want you to know. That is what you need to work on as you're moving into higher frequencies towards the end of this year. So you're in control. You get to decide what the outcomes are. You get to decide what you allow into your reality. So use your responsibility, use your power wisely. All right. That's what I'm getting. Hope that helps. Susanita. Susanita, let's get you a card. Susanita is alone in a foreign country. That's okay. Sometimes being alone in a place that we're not always familiar with allows us the feeling or allows us the opportunity to reinvent ourselves. You get to start from scratch. Nobody knows who you are. You get to redesign who you want to be for others, but you also get to redesign who you want to be in your new environment for yourself. So I feel like you need to look at this as a perfect opportunity to once and for all allow yourself to be 100% pure to your beingness, to allow that pure person to be seen and experienced by your outer reality, without fear or without anxiety or stress that you might not be accepted. You haven't created relationships yet that should give you any anxiety. So now is the time to be 100% you and to attract those new friends and those new relationships that will align with who you truly are. Therefore, you no longer have to play a role. You no longer have to play a part. Boom. Let's see. We got two, actually. The bear, or let me show you first. You got these two, bear and the rat. This is for Susanita. Bear, use power with wisdom. Archangel Uriel and Jophiel. And then the rat says, be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. Well, if that's not confirmation of everything I just said, then I don't know what is. It's basically saying the same thing that I just said. You have to be true to yourself. Be your 100% true self. Don't create characters. Just be you in all of its glory, with all of its wonderful, perfect imperfections. You have to be allow yourself to feel completely free in your beingness and share that with the world. And it says the universe will reward you when you are true to yourself. Archangel Gabriel and Zadkiel is the other one. So there you go. Use power with wisdom. In other words, when you use your universal wisdom to align with your truth, this is the thing. The wisdom is most people who are spiritually have awakened, they know that they are unique beings. They know that they are divine beings. They know that they have the power to manifest, attract, and create anything that they project outwards through their energy, through their heart space. They know all of that. But at the same time, when you look at how they interact with people, they're scared for rejection. They're scared of this. They're scared of that. The actions do not reflect the beliefs. The beliefs say one thing, but the actions say the total opposite. What we do does not align with what we believe. And so that's the power, is understanding that. Well, if I want this, then I have to make sure that what what I do aligns with my belief system. Otherwise, it's like pushing on the gas and the brake at the same time. You're not going anywhere. You can believe all you want unless your actions and reactions, emotionally, mentally, energetically, physically, unless those actions and reactions are aligned with your belief system, with your knowing. Unless those two work together, you can't create or manifest anything. And that's basically what they're saying. You are wise beyond your years. So you know that the only way forward is to be true to yourself, to allow the world to only see you in all of its glory, with all of its perfect imperfections, and to no longer play a role for others. That needs to be done. Stop playing a role. And that's what this is, this experience of you being alone in a foreign country is offering you. That's the opportunity that is being offered to you to finally, once and for all, be you without any excuses. Just be you. You don't need to apologize for being you. Just be you. Okay? There you go. I hope that helps. Let's see. Oracle eyes. Yes, let's get you a card, my love. Oracle eyes. These. Okay. Let me write it down. Oracle eyes. Okay. Hi, Johnny. Johnny Spark. Is the child coming? I will take a look. Just give me a minute. I'll do you next, okay? Hi, Sylvia. Oracle eyes. Look beyond the surface. Look, I don't know if it's kind of not zooming in, but it says look. Oh, there it goes. Look beyond the surface. Avoid becoming distracted by surface issues. Focus on the underlying motivation, cause, or beauty in a situation. Seek ways to bring depth to your world. Oracle eyes, what am I getting for you on an intuitive level? This is what I'm getting. You're like massive. Your energy is huge. Your wisdom is huge. You're this kind of gentle giant full of wisdom and understanding, but you make yourself wee little. It's almost like when you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't see the magnitude of who you are and what you're capable of. You just don't see it. You're constantly nitpicking on yourself. You're constantly self-victimizing yourself in some way or form. And they're saying, look, you have to understand that you're this huge force of wisdom and connectivity, and you have so many abilities to change lives, to change your own life, to create, to manifest, to attract. It's all a possibility for you. But because of your limited view of yourself, you really kind of constantly limit what you're creating. You're limiting everything. Nothing unfolds the way you want it to or the way you expect it to, not because it's not possible, but simply because you minimize yourself, you minimize your strengths, you minimize the divineness of oneself. Does that kind of make sense? And so, when I'm looking at this card, the thing that, I see this massive whale. It's big, it's huge. Everybody goes out of the way when it's swimming, right? They're like, oh, big whale, got to go the other way, right? But in the whale's mind, he thinks he's just a little fish. And he's gentle and he's kind and he has so much wisdom and he has so much strength and so much power, but in his mind he's just a tiny little fish. Do you see what I'm saying? That's you. You're massive, but you don't see it. So really start to feel the divine power, the start to see the wisdom that is there and start to live by it. Okay, live by that wisdom. You're not going to feel confident and you're not going to feel powerful unless you choose to feel that way. You're not gonna feel that if you keep waiting for something outside of you to tell you how big you are and how good you are and how connected you are. Okay, you got to know it inside before you got to not need the outside validation. You got to know it first inside. Fuck yeah, I am divine. I am God expressed in a material way. I am all of that and I can do anything I put my mind to. And then you'll see that coming to you, coming back to you, being mirrored back to you in the outside reality, because the outside reality is just a mirror. But if you see yourself small, then the outside reality will confirm that. Okay, so think bigger. You're bigger. Woo, you're way bigger than you think. So you got this. Become that divine source. Okay, Johnny Spark, was it? Yeah. Is the baby coming? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome. Love you too. I'm glad it resonates. There we go. Dolphin. Live joyfully in the present. So, is the baby coming? I feel yes. However, don't boycott it. It's what they're saying. Look, this is like mama, this is the babies, right? That's what I'm seeing. But you have to understand that your mind can interfere with things. Your vibration does interfere with things. So do not be afraid of it not happening, but you have to already know the baby's already here. You got to know it. Okay, you got to live it. You got to breathe it. You got to feel like you're getting up in the morning, getting ready to go check on the baby. Okay. I feel like, having a baby has been kind of a struggle maybe for you guys. And you might have gotten some aid, some help, because I see this in here, right? It's almost like you're getting, oh, wait. I'm not really good at doing it. Right there. See that? You're getting assistance for the baby to come, to spark. That's the spark of conception. Does that kind of make sense? So I do feel like you're getting assistance with this, and this is going to happen, and this is going to bring much joy to your life. But make sure that you already align with the reality that the baby's already here. Okay, you shouldn't question it anymore. That's just how it is. Okay, and therefore you don't need to stress about it anymore, because the more stress people create around getting pregnant, the least it's going to work. Most people get pregnant not because they're trying, but they get pregnant the moment they stop thinking about trying. Most people who are like, oh, we got to try, it doesn't work. And then they move into a new house, and they're so busy and so distracted with moving and packing and all of that then they get pregnant. And they've been trying for 8 months. How it always is. When we're too focused on what we want, we are infusing fear into that moment, because we're like, it's not here, it's not here, it's not here, it's not here, it's not here. But when we say, oh, it's already here, we don't need to worry about it, it already happened, we already have the baby, then that'll become your reality. You will align with that truth. And therefore, you're not infusing your creation with fear and anxiety, but instead you're infusing it with a certainty and with a validation that it is so, and therefore you'll be able to embrace that baby soon enough. Does that kind of make sense? So yes, it is going to happen, but you need to make sure you already know it's here. Okay, make sure you don't sabotage your own creation. All right, so hope that helps. Let's see. Smiling sun hasn't had a job since March. That's all right. Let's see which one. This one. Okay. Woo! Hello. We got okay, so we got true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. That is the first one. This is for smiling sun. And the second one, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. And then you have a third one. Oh, did I show that one? I don't know if I showed that one. There you go. Just pause it. Pause the button. And then the third one says attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. All right. Let's see. Okay, the first thing that I'm getting is the reason you haven't found the job yet is because you haven't defined what you want. You need to define what you truly want. And right now you're in kind of the space like, I don't know. I'm supposed to be this. I'm supposed to be a teacher. I'm supposed to be a guide, but I don't know in what way. And the problem is you're trying to stick labels on everything, right? You're trying to define it in detail. And the thing is, in order to understand yourself, in order for you to discover what kind of teacher you want to be, you also have to be willing to take on temporary jobs in order to get a better understanding of what kind of teaching you're supposed to be given or what kind of guidance you want to give. So one, have you been wasting time? No. The opportunity and the time and space has been given to you in order to figure out what you really want. Two, is it okay to accept temporary jobs, even if it's like, a month here, a week here, whatever, in order to discover oneself, in order to discover what you truly want, what you don't want, what you resonate with? Yes, it's absolutely possible to do that. And it's absolutely recommended to do that, because that way you'll get a better understanding of what you like in a job and what you don't like in a job. And the more experience you have with different things, the more you're going to understand yourself, and the more you're going to understand what will make you happy in a job. Does that kind of make sense? So everything, the kind of slow down motion is to offer you the opportunity to figure things out. Okay. You don't need to worry. You don't need to go into a stress panic. You don't need to feel like you're doing something wrong. It's just allowing you to make choices for you. You can't wait for something to happen. You have to actively do self-research. You have to actively put yourself in, whether it's hobbies or temporary classes, like a free class here and a free class there or whatever. You have to actively participate in the self-discovery of what you want to do and in what way. You can't just wait for something to happen. That's just not how it goes. Okay, but that's what the universe gave you. The universe gave you time to go and put yourself in situations, whether it's temporary jobs, whether it is activities of things you've never done before, but you've always wanted to try. It has given you the time and space to go on a self exploratory journey in order to find the answers you need to find your passion, to find and follow your highest excitement and turning that into a career. Either way, I am looking at these leaves and it looks to me like a lot of clarity is coming to you next spring, early spring. I feel March. So I think that by March, you'll have a more precise idea of what you want to do. But in the meantime, do what you need to do. Go on activities, temporary jobs, whatever you need to do to figure out what you really like, what you don't like, and to enlighten yourself about you, your abilities, your what you enjoy, what you're passionate about, and so on and so forth. So use your time wisely, and most importantly, do not panic. Okay, do not panic, because it is coming, and it is going to be something that you're truly going to enjoy on a daily basis. Okay, so just know that. Let's see. Lady Madonna needs some guidance on getting a job. Okay. Lady Madonna. Let's see here. These. Hi, Sarah. Right. And there it went. Ooh. Tiger, accept your magnificence. Basically, what they're saying is, you know what you want to do. You know what you want to do, but you don't see it possible for yourself. It's almost like you're kind of suppressing it because you're like, it's not possible for me. I don't have the time. I don't have, the diplomas, whatever it may be, whatever thoughts or ideas or feelings that are restricting you or keeping you away from what you're truly passionate about. You need to remove them. You need to follow your passion. You know what you want to do. And your soul knows that you're capable of doing it, but you need to get your human consciousness, your human ego out of the way, the one that tells you it's not possible for you. So accept your magnificence. You are able to get any job you put your mind to, but you truly have to not go into make sure it's a job you actually like. Okay, the universe is no longer going to allow you to have a job that you don't like just simply for the money. Your soul wants in the 5D reality, and unfortunately in those realities, in those higher vibrational dimensions, we have to follow our passion, we have to follow our excitement, we have to do something that really resonates with our hearts. Okay, people will have jobs that they truly enjoy, that they truly value, that they truly and trust me, there's for every job there is a person out there that will enjoy it, even the weird jobs. Okay, so it's really important that when you do go and look for a job, make sure it's something you're going to enjoy, because the universe is going to block you if they know, like, nah, this is not for her. 2, when you do go for a job you really think you're going to enjoy, make sure that you get in there knowing that it's already yours. You're just coming in there to finalize the details. Okay, you got to have that attitude when you get in there. There's no way I'm not getting that job. I already got it. Already signed for it. I'm just moving in there to discuss the details. That's it. Okay, if you move in there with that energy, that knowing, and you feel it, you own that feeling, like, then there's no way you're not going to get a job. Okay, but make sure it's one that you truly enjoy, because they're saying you've had too many jobs already that are just not you, and survival is no longer what you want to do. You want to thrive. Your soul is done with surviving. Nope. She's like, nope, not doing it. Forget it. I'm moving into 5D and I'm going to thrive in there. Okay. So make sure that you do that. She says, been out of work for over a year, was able to get jobs easily before. Well, that's because she's done with just taking any kind of job. Follow your passion. Really do some digging. What do I really want? You're not going to get the jobs anymore that you don't want. Your human ego is like, I need the money. But your soul is like, yeah, but I don't want to waste my time doing things I don't like anymore. So you guys are going to have to work together. The two yous have to work together, the two aspects of you. She wants something she really will enjoy while making money. And you need to figure out what that is. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's really what it is. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Let's see. Sylvia. Let's do Sylvia. Sylvia. Message from mom. Let's see what your mom wants to say. Oopa. You're welcome, sweetheart. I hope it helps. Sometimes the human ego acts out of fear, but the soul is like, fuck this shit. I'm going fearless. We're not doing this stuff. You have to trust your soul to guide you to where you really want to go. But the only way to hear your soul, because your soul is directly connected to you, is to let go of the fears. You got to become fearless in life. You really got to. You got to vote. If you go, you got to go in there. This thing is mine. And if it turns out it's not, then it wasn't the right fit for you. Either way, you're going to find something. But first, you got to define what you really want. Figure that out first, and then the rest will flow easy. And believe in yourself. We all have the ability to be anything we want to. But you've got to believe it through and through. No doubt in your mind or in your heart. No fear whatsoever. Bah, Sylvia. Let's see here. Review and reflection. Time out needed. That is the first card that jumped in. And then this one says, detach from drama. Look up. First of all, I do feel like your mom is in a good place. Okay. This is I feel like this is like her. She's just enjoying everything. She's by the water. She's by the lakes. She's, enjoying the beauty of the moon, enjoying the mountains. It just feels like she's in a really, really good place. But she does worry. She worries about her husband and she worries about you. Because it's almost like she's saying you've dealt with loss so many times that you're identifying with it. It's almost like loss. You've convinced yourself that your life is all about losing people, that it's all about drama, and it's all about just waiting for the next one to go home, or waiting for the next illness to come up. It's like you've made that part of your existence, part of your beingness. And she says, that's not it. That's not it at all. You're not here to have to let go of people. You're not here to simply be that person that deals with death, that deals with struggles. That's not here. You are here to guide people. You are here to be a teacher. And in order to become that teacher, you had to learn. You had to experience. And that's what you've done. Check, check, and check. You've done the experience. You've done the learning. And now it's time to become the teacher. Now it's time to teach others how to live life to the fullest, regardless of the losses, regardless of the illnesses that people have to go through and deal with on a daily basis. In a way, you now have to teach yourself to let go with identifying with the fact that you've dealt with a lot of loss and you've dealt with a lot of challenges. That's not who you are. That was a tool to turn you into the best teacher possible because you learned from experience. You need to identify with your teacher self. That's who you are. You've always been a guide and you've always been a teacher and a healer. Okay, that's who you are in nature, your essence. That's what she is. And so you need to detach from the drama, and you need to look up. You're a divine light worker. That's who you are. And you are here to help others to live a better life through new perspectives, new beliefs, through having somebody to assist, having somebody to help with the struggles, somebody who knows how things operate, who knows and has been through it. That's what you're here to do, and that's what she wants you to do. She says it's time to step away from being victimized because you're identifying with the wrong aspects of life. Okay, be the teacher, and teach yourself now how to let go, detach from that incorrect part of. It's almost like personification. I don't even know if that's a real word. If not, I'm making it up. I'm Belgian. I am allowed to make up English words. Personification. Stop. Let go of that part. It's not you. It's not who you are. You're not here for the drama. You're not here for dealing and experiencing death on a constant basis. You are here to assist, to love, to care so deeply for others that they actually get the help that they deserve. That is what you're here to do. That is what your career will be, and that's how you're going to also get an income. Again, it's not about the money, it's about the service, but there will be an energetic exchange in order for you to be able to continue to help as many people as possible. And you will work together with celebrities to create a center where people can come and have help. And you will get donations from those celebrities to help you fund that and start that, so you can then become a center for education, spiritual expansion, and assistance for those who are dealing with permanent illness within the family. Okay, so that's what she wants you to know. She says, if that's not clear enough, then I don't know what to tell you. Your mom feels kind of like a person like she would just tell the truth, deal with it. But know that she's with you and she loves you very much, and so are all your boys. And she's happy and she's healthy, and she is watching over your dad because he's a little bit lost without her. But she says it's time to start accepting your true purpose. Okay? Stop making excuses, she says. Go. She says the universe has your back. Trust me. This is helping so many people. Okay. Let's see. Lisa Whited. Lisa Whited. That's a funny name. Whited. Lisa. Let's get that. Oh, you're welcome, honey. You're welcome. You know I love you. Oh, itchy eye. Hold on. Lisa Whited. Lisa Whited. You're welcome, Sylvia. Big kiss from me to you. Whoop-a. Lisa Whited. Halls of Learning, Spirit Guides, Confirmation, Great Lessons. There you go. Okay. Every time I see this card, I have to think of Hogwarts. Yeah, Harry Potter. Gotta think of that. Ooh, I need a massage. Anybody willing? I've been feeling really stiff lately. I'm really being drawn, when I look at the picture, I'm really being drawn to the books. And they're barely visible, but yet they kind of highlight in that picture. It's almost like, it's almost like they want to confirm, Lisa, that you have all the knowledge. Overwhelming yourself with too much knowledge is a problem as well. When people go to an awakening process, they want to know as much as possible, and they start to do so much research, and they read 1,000,001 books, and sometimes these books contradict themselves, and then you're like, what the hell? Which one is it? Is it that or is it that? In other words, sometimes too much information can take you away from the spiritual path. I'm a person, for example, me. I don't read spiritual books. I don't read at all. I'm dyslexic and I hate reading with a passion because I can't figure it out. I really have a hard time. My brain can't process when I read certain things. So that's why I'm very visual. I'm always focused on the pictures of everything. But too much wisdom and knowledge can really start to create confusion. And the thing is, spirituality is something that needs to be felt. It's not something that can be intellectually achieved. Because there are a lot of different, every individual is experiencing this reality in a very unique way, and they can share information just like I'm doing. You can take information from that. You can be inspired by that. You can get positive things back from that. But ultimately, it's an experience that needs to be felt, right? So when I channel, for example, I don't think about what I'm saying. I just say things. I just go, bleh, right? I just feel things. It always starts here, this overwhelming feeling. Then I see things, and then that flows out into a conversation without me giving it any thought. I don't think about what I'm saying. I just say things. I allow the fountain of information to come out, the waterfall to spit out without me getting in the way of it, right? So spirituality and spiritual connection and being aligned with who you truly are is something that needs to be felt. It's not something that can be achieved through filling your head with information. Does that kind of make sense? So again, knowledge is great, but what I'm getting here is don't overwhelm yourself with too much information too fast. Okay, you have your whole lifetime to slowly absorb information, but what is more crucial for you is to focus on being your truth, on incorporating it into your daily life with the basics. Because I know people who have studied books and books, and they've read all these things, 20, 30 books, and they have all this wisdom, but they can't even live or incorporate the basics, the foundation of spirituality in their daily life. It's all in here, but it's wasted space. Your head gets full and nothing changes in your reality because you're not applying it. Do you know what I'm saying? So instead of overwhelming yourself with information, focus more on starting with the basics and becoming that, incorporating it in your actions, your reactions, the way you live, the way you think, the way you feel. Start with the foundation of being that truth, and then slowly but surely you can expand on the information, you can expand on the wisdom, you can expand on the knowledge, and when you do, apply it again. Apply, okay? Absorb, apply. But until you master the application, don't go too overboard with information, okay? Does that kind of make sense? So that is very important for you, they say. Become your truth. Start with the basics and then slowly gain your wisdom and then incorporate it again. So don't move until the next subject until you completely have mastered that truth, that knowing. All right. Anyway, I hope that helps. There you go. That's what I'm getting for you. Jess Knox. Thank you, honey. Is my partner my future spouse? Well, let's see if we can get an answer to that. I don't control the answers, but I can ask. Let's see. Whoops. Butterfly, be ready to transform. And turtle, be joyful and trusting. There we go. Can you see it? So it sounds, it feels very positive. It feels very positive, but make sure you don't jinx it. Okay? Be joyful. Trust that everything will unfold the way it's meant to. Okay? You need to go into that trustful state. You need to surrender your fears. You need to surrender your doubts. You need to surrender the question. Okay? Let go of that question. Okay, just having that question alone expresses the unconscious fear that is attached to it. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Right? They're talking about transformation, the butterfly. It's a transformation, it changes everything. So I feel that this is a very positive situation for you. Just make sure that you remain in a trusting that everything is going to unfold the way it has to. I don't need to worry about it. I just simply need to live life one day at a time, enjoy each day, each moment to the fullest. And then that joy and that appreciation and that gratitude will be expressed and sent back to you with each day that comes. Does that kind of make sense? So you have to understand that what you feel and experience today will be reflected back into your tomorrow. Don't go further than tomorrow. Okay, live mindfully. Mindfully means live one day at a time, but live fully. Allow yourself to experience everything on a very deep level. Okay, embrace it all. Find the gratitude each day. Ooh, thank you that I get to spend another day with this wonderful soul. It's about validating on a daily basis the joy and the appreciation and the gratitude that you feel for the experience that is given to you that day. And when you live your life that way, then that gratitude and that love will continue in the tomorrow moment. What you do today determines your tomorrow. That is just how it is. So, yes, I think everything is moving in the good direction. The transformation card is right there, which means this is going to transform your life, transform how you experience relationships, how you experience yourself. But make sure that you do not infuse your your life with doubt, worry, or too many disempowering questions. Okay? Acknowledge, confirm, gratitude. That is what they want you to know. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, artichoke. Okay, let's see. Isis Kilmer. How are you doing, sweet friend? It's been a while. Isis, let's get you a card. This one. Let's see. Guys, hello everybody. Ooh, hold on. Fell to the floor. Dog. There's your card. Be disciplined in your home and community life. Archangel Zariel. It's all about balance for you. Be very disciplined in maintaining your balance. Right now, you're going through situation, or you're going through, it's almost like an emotional roller coaster, I want to say. And it's super important that you counteract the emotional roller coaster with a knowing that everything is as it should be. It's kind of like, allow those to balance out the energy of with it's all right, everything, the track is going exactly the way it's supposed to be going. So it's all about trust, and it's all about balance, because I do feel like when we go through challenging experiences, we tend to over focus in a different direction, hoping not to deal with that part, right? We're like, some people will completely surrender and immerse themselves into work, so they don't have to deal with, for example, a breakup or financial problems. I just go work. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Sometimes people are trying not to feel or go through the feelings of the painful, challenging experience that is there by over focusing on something else. And that's not healthy either. It's about balance. Allow yourself to feel what you need to feel. Allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to deal with the painful situation, but at the same time always remind yourself, or have that feeling, that although this is hard, although this is difficult, although this was a difficult decision to make, I know in my heart that I made the right decision, or I know in my heart that whatever happened to push me towards me being my, even more myself, to pushing you towards your truth. Does that kind of make sense? It's about understanding and really knowing that everyone that comes into our journey and every experience that comes with that has its value, has its purpose. And when the lesson or the lessons or the experiences that needed to be had are done, are ticked off, are have been met, then it is possible that careers change, that relationships change, that our homes change. Whenever there's nothing left to experience from that aspect, from that experience, then we are being pushed in a situation, in a direction where new things are coming in, where new experiences that you desperately want to have are being it's almost like space is being created for that. Does that kind of make sense? So again, it's about discipline in balance. Allow yourself to cry and get angry if you need to, but always simultaneously remind yourself that it was good. It did what it needed to do, even if you're not fully clear on that yet. Be angry, be sad, feel whatever it is you want to feel, but remind yourself that it was a wonderful experience, because it led to expansion of all entities included, all entities connected. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm a little bit all over the place. But I hope that makes sense. But it's really about balance. You need to balance yourself out more. give to the world, but also give to yourself in the same manner. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Hope that helps. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Sarah Roust. Am I saying that right? Is there a message for me maybe about the second baby? Okay, I don't know. Let's see. Sarah Roust. I hope I say that right. Oh, I love you too, Isis. I love you too, my love. Sarah, you got 2. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. That's the first one. And I choose to learn through love. Let's see. I'm really being drawn to this kind of, it almost looks like 2 owls, right? Just sitting really close together. But then I also see a face in there. I know I'm kind of weird, but I see a face in there. It almost feels like a soulmate. Something about a soulmate coming in or being close by. It's not very clear to me, which doesn't happen often, but the feeling, I'm getting a feeling, I just can't put it into words what it is. It's almost like this might be weird, but it's almost like you've never really felt safe. And an energy or a spirit has come in or is coming in. It's almost like a soulmate energy, which is going to help you with that safety feeling. So it's almost like you're always on guard. You're always expecting something bad to happen or somebody to hurt you. And I don't know if you've been hurt in the past a lot by other people, but it just feels like you really have a hard time trusting people. And therefore, even the people that are close to you, you're always, there's always this kind of, and I don't think you're even consciously aware of it, but in your deep unconscious mind, there's always this kind of expectation that at some point, if it's good or everything's going well, that's going to be too good to be true. Like you're always expecting something in the future tense. And whoever this new entity is, whether that is the baby or not, but it looks like a soulmate is coming in to make you feel more at ease, to make you feel safe. And so you don't have to put up all those walls of protection up anymore. It just feels like, through the love that entity is going to give you, very high soul, though. I feel like this is a very connected soul, like spiritually, that's coming into your life or that has come in. I don't know. It's gonna teach you to love life instead of fearing it to a certain level. I just feel like you've never truly known what it feels like to really enjoy this world and this ride. I feel like you're just like Everything's always some kind of struggle, and it's because most of the time you do make it a struggle in your mind. You were taught. I almost feel like this is something that this is behavior, or this is a habit that is not yours. It was passed on to you to expect the worst, or to always be careful. If it's too good to be true, then it probably is. That kind of attitude. Like, you have to know that you deserve all the goodness and all the love and all the beauty and all the abundance in the world. You have to claim it. You can't, if we keep living with these unconscious thoughts or feelings that, well, might be good now, but it's probably not going to stay that way. When you're always expecting at a certain level, consciously or unconsciously, that something might go wrong, that somebody might hurt you, that somebody's not going to be honest. It's kind of a sad. I don't want to be judgmental. There's no judgment here, but it just feels sad when people are always expecting something bad to happen, and they're like, look, you don't need to. You're safe. You are safe. The soul is here to teach you that you are safe, that you always have a way to be okay, that there's always a wonderful reason why certain things happen. So there's no need to be scared. There's no need to expect trouble. There's no need to expect people to hurt you. Let go of the guard. Let go of the walls. Let go of the protection. It's not necessary. Okay, that's the message that I'm getting. I hope that helps a little bit. Not sure if that resonates, but that's kind of what I'm getting. But like I said, the feeling I'm getting is really hard to interpret. So a little bit difficult. I hope that helps. Hola, hola, hola. Can I get a card? Yeah. Hola, hola, hola. Hola, hola, hola. All right. Let's see. Sarah says, thank you, Emma. You're absolutely right. I really needed to hear that. Oh, you're welcome, honey. I love you too. I wish I had a magic eraser and I could just erase all the fear and doubts away from people's souls. Oh, I wish I had that power. Wouldn't that be a great superpower? Come here. Erase it. There you go. You're cured. There's nothing to be fearful about in this world. It's all one big illusion anyway. We're not really here. We're just projecting our consciousness into a physical body, kind of like Avatar. He projects his mind into a blue body and experiences it as itself, but it's not really him. It's just his conscious mind, really. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to be fearful about. In the end, we all go home. We all go to a beautiful place of our own creation where there is no more suffering. And we all get to meet up with everybody we think we lost. So either way, it's a win-win at the end. Might as well have the best time ever here. Might as well use it. Hola, hola, hola. I don't know what your name is, so. Heather Light Codes. Light Immersion. Full system upgrade. Power recall. I'm really getting drawn to your third eye for some reason. I feel like is it possible you're getting a lot of pressure or headaches? I could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting, like pressure, headaches. Yeah, just very kind of uncomfortable feelings. Um, Whatever it is, it's almost like you're getting downloads. This is starting to open up, and it can be uncomfortable. I remember when I was little, I always had these massive pressures. Like I felt like a little alien's gonna come out, like the movie. That's what it felt like. There was massive pressure from the inside out. Um, I still have that, but it's very short now. It's just when I get that, it usually means that there's spirit next to me. So I get a little pressure and then it goes away, and then I know that somebody moved into my energetic field. So anyway, I feel like they're just trying to tell you that if you're experiencing those headaches or if you're getting dizzy, there's nothing wrong with you. It's almost like they don't want you to panic. They don't want you um, they don't want you to think the worst on a physical level. Okay, the doctors aren't going to find anything wrong with you. It really is you opening up that channel of communication, and it's part of your ascension phase. It's part of the ascension is to get and receive downloads through your third eye in order to kind of upgrade your DNA. So if you're feeling uncomfortable physically at this moment, especially experiencing a lot of pressure within the head space, just know that it's part of the ascension and know that you're getting massive downloads or will be getting. I don't know if it's already started, but if not, then you will be getting massive downloads in the very near future. And they just don't want you to panic and think that there's something physically wrong with you, because there is not. Okay, so it's kind of just to help you feel more relaxed about what will be going on. Her name is Ola. 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 I hope that helps, Ola. Let's see. But that's what I'm getting. So it's just they just want you to be okay and to not get freaked out. Okay. Lucia Gomez. Did I say that right? Lucia Murcia Gomez. Hope I said that right. Let's get you a card. Let's get you a card. This one. Okay. You're welcome, Ola. Card for Lucia. Oop. Oopa. Total submersion. Don't be afraid to totally immerse yourself in a project, interest, or goal. Give it 100% of your energy, and you may find what your life has been lacking. There you go. I don't know if you can see it. It doesn't want to. Is it zooming in? No. Okay. I feel, you know what I'm hearing in my head? The sun will come out tomorrow. It's your bottom dollar that tomorrow you'll be fine. I don't know. I don't know what the song goes, how the song goes. I'm making my own version. But that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that silly song from the Annie musical. Um, Really what it's about understanding just how powerful you are, and claiming those powers, because you do have um, everything going for you to attract and manifest your dream. Your dreams, your goals, everything is right within your reach. But you do have to, it's almost like you have to express. No, it's not really express. It's more like claim it. You have to claim it from the universe. You have to say, this is what it's going to be. This is what I want. And this is what I'm going to get. Simple as that. It's really about understanding that there are no limitations for you in this lifetime. When it comes to choosing our life experience, a lot of times people will put certain limitations on there or certain expectations, on oh, we really need to experience that, or we really don't want to experience that, or certain intentions for the chosen life can be put in place in order to have a very specific experience or a very specific growth pattern. But it's almost like for you, Lucia, you kind of left it open. You're like, yeah, choose whatever you want to do. It's there, it's available, but you need to make sure that your what you feel to be true aligns with what you know you can do, with what you know you want. So one, it's about becoming very clear in expressing what it is that you want to achieve, what you want to experience, what you want to feel. Really send out the intentions, because you didn't have pre-birth intentions set in place. So you have to kind of claim it. This is what I want. Okay, check. Done that. I put it out in the universe, and the universe is applying. The universe is already in the making. And then two, it's really about claiming all your abilities to bring everything to a success story, because you do struggle with a lot of insecurities. You do struggle with not having enough faith in your own abilities. And so it's really important to claim your power, claim your abilities, you got to claim everything. That's why, it's almost like in when you look at your life, you're always like, what am I here to do? And what's my purpose? And it's like, you never really get a real clear answer. And that's because you didn't set pre-birth ideas. You kind of left it up to you, like, do whatever floats your boat, whatever you think is going to happen. It's all possible for you. You didn't install restrictive energies or intentions for your journey. Therefore, anything you feel like doing is a possibility and can be accomplished if you align with that truth, if you align with the truth of already having what it is that you're trying to create. So does that kind of make sense? So you have much more abilities to create and manifest if you just choose to get out of your way and remove the limiting thoughts and the limiting behaviors, because they do not need to be a part of your reality if you choose them not to be. I don't know if that makes any sense. But anyway, go after your dreams. Nothing is impossible for you, and nothing should stand in your way of creating those. So don't stand in your own way either. Make sure you're not the blockage of the things you want to accomplish. Either way, I feel like you're a beautiful soul. So know that you're much more powerful than you think you are. Okay, that's the message that I'm getting for you. So I hope that helps. See, Andy Nelson, my sweet Andy. Let's see, big teddy bear energy, Andy. Big teddy bear energy. Lucia says yes, it makes sense. Thank you. You're welcome. Andy. You know, for people who are fearful or people who doubt their own abilities, you look back at your life and just see how many hurdles and struggles you've already overcome. You're still here. Look at that. Congratulations. All these problems that at some point you thought were unsolvable or could not be ascended or could never have led you to something positive. All those problems that we have had in one lifetime already so far, that every single time pushed us into depression or pushed us into a state of panic or pushed us into anxiety or pushed us into physical problems and manifesting illness and all of that stuff. Guess what? You're still here. Look at that. Everything you thought was impossible to achieve, everything you thought was impossible to overcome, well, you did it. You're still breathing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about that. Every time I get down, I think about that. I'm like, why are you getting down? Look at all the shit you've already overcome. Look at all the traumas and being raped and, growing up with, a dad who just liked a bottle and, all kinds of problems. So many problems. Having two handicapped children, who are in constant need of constant help. We're still going. We're still going. Look at us. We're still here. We're still happy. Again, if you're getting into down mode with yourself, this is for everybody. Think back and just go, fuck yeah. If I can overcome all that, then this is this piece of cake. Okay? You'll always be okay. Always. Always. And even when you die, you're okay. Because you're going home to a beautiful place. You're like, whoo, that was a weird dream. That's what happens when you die. It's like waking up from a really weird dream. The way you wake up in the morning after a crazy dream, that's what it feels like when you wake up from here, from death. So either way, win, win, win. You're always surviving. You're always here. You're still going. You're still going. Nothing stopped you. Do you see what I'm saying? So whenever you feel down, remind yourself of all the shit you've already overcome and had to deal with. And remind yourself that, you know what? I'm still here. Still beautiful. Still healthy. And we're all beautiful. Doesn't matter what we look like. Because you designed and picked this life and this body and this vessel for a reason. It was perfectly picked, hand-picked by you. So there was a very good reason why they picked this vessel. Because no matter what you look like, it's beautiful to you. Otherwise, you would not have picked it. Okay? There we go. Okay. Andy, Panda. Panda. Do you remember Atlantis? I do remember Atlantis. It was kind of a shithole, but I'm just kidding. No, I remember the war. There was a war. I remember that. I remember being very scared. I don't think I survived it. Anyway, Andy, Panda, stay balanced and in your essence. And I think that's why I'm having this lifetime now, is to heal part of that. Anyway. Stay balanced and in your essence, Archangel Mary, Jophiel, and Sandalphon. Why do these angels always have the weirdest names? Because we make them up, that's why. There are angels, but the names, they don't go by labels. So humans make them up. Just so you know. Just so you know. They just don't. They don't have labels. They don't even have faces. When I see them, they are faceless. They are just like, they look like a shape, somewhat humanoid, but with an energy field that goes around them. But they look more alien than human, to be honest. but they don't have a face. I always see just a glow, like a glowing body. That's what I see without features. Anyway, that's how I experience angels. Andy. I almost feel like the message here is find the balance and the connection within those that you love. What does that mean? Find the balance. It's almost like, Andy, sometimes you get too focused on trying to escape the human reality, trying to transform that human reality into a spiritual reality. But they're saying, look, when it comes to being human, it's all good and dandy to move into a spiritual direction, but you also chose to have the very human experience. And it's almost like you need to find a balance there. And you can find that through your loved ones, through your children, through your wife, through your home. It just feels like you need to ground yourself in the human life and see the divine within that simplicity. It's almost like you're looking outward for divinity. You're looking outward for spirituality while it's right there within the people around you, within your home, within your community. It's not something that needs to be reached outside of you. It's not something that is somewhere out there. It's in everything that is around you. It's in everything that is within you. It's kind of like God is everywhere, right? God is everything. All that is, source is all that is, and all that is not. It's everything, even the thing that is not nothing. It is God. And it's almost like you have to find a way to feel that connection, that spiritual connection, that connection to your universe, even in the simplest things that are within your reach, that are like with your family, your home, your community, just going out to a pub, for example, and just feeling, instead of looking at it from a human perspective, just a bunch of humans complaining about life, you can go there and see it as, wow, all these souls are having their own unique experience, and I have the pleasure to be a part of that. I have the pleasure to be connected to those people, to have this temporary physical experience that I missed so much when I'm in my natural state where there is no physicality. You miss that. Spirit misses physical, just food, swallowing, feeling the liquid go down your throat. Those are things that spirit tells me all the time they miss when they're back in their home, when they're back in heaven, when they're back in their natural state. They don't have those experiences. Again, it's about feeling and experiencing divinity and spirituality within the simplicity of living. Does that kind of make sense? And that's what I'm getting for you, family, love, connection, community, nature. God is everywhere. And it's almost like they're advising you to find a way to feel the magnitude of the universe and all that is, and spiritual energy within everything that is around you and close to you. And then you will start to experience spirituality on a whole different level. Okay. I don't know if that makes any sense, but Andy, that's what I'm getting for you. Okay. So it's kind of deep. It's deep. Okay. It is deep. So I hope that makes some sense. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Maggie. Maggie Wisniewski. I'm probably not saying that right, huh? Maggie Wisniewski. Okay. Cool beans, cool beans. Maggie, Maggie, Maggie. Ooh, Maggie, magical blessings. Magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. Maggie, I almost feel like there's a sense of solitude or loneliness within you. Like you're feeling disconnected from the world. You're feeling disconnected from people, from loved ones, maybe even. It just feels like there's this disconnect going on within you. And they're saying, look, you're never disconnected. You're always connected to multiple souls. Walking with you, walking alongside you, trying to help you and guide you. And this illusion of disconnection is just that. It's an illusion. It's simply it can't happen when we are all connected to the same source. Does that kind of make sense? Wisniewski. I couldn't say it either when I met my husband. Just call him Wissy Bob. It's easier. Anyway, they really want you to embrace that, knowing that your journey is being witnessed by an entire galactic council. Okay, these people or these entities, they're not people, but these entities are not interfering, they're not guiding you, they are not helping you, they are simply witnessing your journey. So that's one thing. You can't be alone because there's always somebody there registering your journey and kind of recording it into the archives where all entities and all consciousness have access to it. Two, you have your spiritual team that's always with you, always around you, and is always loving towards you. And three, even the people that in this lifetime might be moving away from you or that you might have lost contact with, once you make a connection, you're eternally connected on an energetic level. So therefore, being alone or feeling disconnected is just that. It's an illusion. It is not reality. It will never be reality. And the more you know that and embrace that truth, the more you're going to feel connected to the universe and the world around you and the people around you. Even if you don't have direct contact, you're going to feel this immense connection to everything that is, and therefore also get more connected with yourself, because you are very disconnected from yourself as well. Your higher self is communicating to you, your spiritual team is communicating to you, but because your focus is more on the outward reality, you miss out on the communication that's occurring on an intuitive level. So really focus on reconnecting with your intuition. Really have conversations with yourself. A lot of people think that's crazy. It's not, because you have a higher self that is co-creating this journey. So there's two different aspects of you: the human consciousness and the higher consciousness, and both are you, but both have different perspectives, and both together you're creating this reality. You're working together to have certain experiences so you can expand as a soul. But if you're disconnected with your intuition, you can't hear that other aspect of you, and she might get a little antsy. I was like, she's not listening, you know. And so, if we start to communicate with our higher souls, with our higher consciousness, then life becomes much more easier because one, you'll never be alone, and two, um, it also gives you better guidance, and so you don't have the feeling then anymore that you have to understand and figure everything out on your own, because you don't. I talk to my higher self all the time. I see her as this other entity that is me, and so it helps me to make better decisions in life, and it takes away the pressure of the human ego thinking that it has to come up with every answer to every problem. It has to figure everything out on its own. It doesn't. Okay, that's why your higher self is for. She's got a much better perspective. She knows much more and sees more opportunity and possibility than the human ego will ever be able to. So you need to trust her by trusting your intuition. That's the direct telephone line. Okay, that's it. So really work on opening that up, is what they're saying, and start living from that, because again, knowing is one thing. You also have to feel that truth. It has to become a part of you. Does that kind of make sense? What's Maggie saying? Yep. I do talk to myself all the time. Good. Yes, I do feel disconnected from everything, kind of spacey, not fully here. Well, we need to fix that, and that's what they're talking about. Okay, so hopefully that advice will help you, because you're much more connected. And again, the only reason that we feel disconnected is because it's a belief system. It's a definition that we're aligning with to be true, and it's just, if we define life, and if we redefine our connection and our connectivity, then that the illusion of disconnection just becomes obsolete and starts to fade away. So let that sink in. That was a lot of information. Let that sink in. Maybe re-listen to it a little bit later. But you get this. You'll figure it out. Promise, promise, promise. But that's what I'm getting for you today. That is what your guides want you to know. Okay. Angela Martinez. Now, if you guys like these angel cards, I know on YouTube I only do them once a month, but on my Patreon page, if you sign up, it's like $4.50 a month. Then you not only have access to over 200 channel posts, guided meditations, video meditations, but we do these weekly on my Patreon page. And because the group is smaller, you also have a better chance of getting a card. So feel free to go check out patreon.com/Emanuelle McIntosh if you're interested in all my channelings and getting lots of answers from spirit on all different subjects of our reality and the beyond. And I also connect with Yeshua on a, hold on, we got 1, 2, 3, on a monthly basis. So you will have Yeshua's message every month as well. And I'm probably posting one tomorrow if I don't get interrupted like today. Angela. Sheep, act with fortitude and cooperation. That's the first one. Then you have the pig one, maintain self-worth and self-esteem. And then you have the raven, prepare for change. So you're on the right track, is what they're saying. You're doing really good. You are following your intuition. You're really starting to get better at releasing certain insecurities. You're still working on it. Still room for improvement. But they are showing me that you are moving in a space of spiritual expansion, and that's going to result in um, it's almost like new projects or new opportunities coming your way that'll lead to more abundance on a financial level. So they're talking about preparing for change. The raven, the raven is usually, if you could look into Native American folklore, ravens are messengers from the beyond. So you're definitely having a connection on a spiritual level. You're really connecting to spirits. And they are bringing you the message that a lot of changes are coming. 2025 for you is really going to be kind of a transformative year, where it's not just going to be you doing a lot of transformative work. You've done that, but it's going to be about seeing that into your reality, seeing the results of that transformation come into your physical reality. That's what 2025 is all about. So 2025 is all about kind of reinventing your reality and reinventing even your career, or the projects that you want to move into. They're just kind of acknowledging to keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Okay, they're saying act with fortitude and cooperation, maintain self-worth and self-esteem. It's just about, you're doing a good job, so keep it up, keep going. You're moving in the right direction, and they're giving you the thumbs up. You're doing good, you're doing great. Keep following that. Okay, all right. Let's see. LG. Let's see. LG. Let's get you a card. Oops, that went fast. When I lean towards love, I am led. When I lean towards love, I am led. I'm really being drawn to all the little stripes here, like all of that right there. It's almost like you're trying to connect the dots. It's almost like you're thinking, I want to get there, right? You're looking ahead in the future, and you're like, this is what I want to experience. This is what I want to attract. And then you kind of go backwards and you try to connect the dots on, okay, well, how do I get there? What are the dots that I need to connect with in order to get there? And they're kind of saying, that's not the way to correctly manifest. What you want to manifest is not out there, it's in here. Okay, you don't need to connect and the dots. You don't need to know every step. You don't need to contemplate and analyze and overthink what every step needs to be in order for you to go in the right direction. When you do it that way, when you try to manifest that way by already trying to get all the answers in order to try and avoid any discomfort, or try to avoid wasting time, or try to avoid wasting resources, people will try to plan everything out just to try and avoid anything that could go possibly wrong. But when we try to manifest that way, one, the chances of you getting there is very, very limited, very small. because you're twisting the arm of the universe to make it go exactly that way. And therefore, that is limiting. You're limiting the universe to give you what you want and even more. You're limiting everything because it has to go, according to you, exactly the way that you have envisioned it. Those lines, those dots. And so you're not leaving space for flexibility. And so again, that makes manifesting exactly that into reality very small chance of that happening. Because it's all limiting energy. You're feeding what you want with limiting energy, with fear-based energy. It has to go this way because you're scared that if it doesn't, something's going to happen or something's not going to go right or whatever. That's why you make these preconceived ideas on what the steps need to be. The completely wrong way of manifesting. The best way to manifest is to understand the truth. And the truth is what you experience out there is a reflection of you inside, what you feel in here. So you don't need to have all the answers. You need to accept that. You don't need to have all the answers to reach a certain goal. What you do need is to feel what it feels like, the experience you're trying to have, the experience you're trying to accomplish, you're trying to reach, the goals you're trying to reach. What feelings are those goals going to give you when you reach it? What do you want to get out of this dream? What do you want to get out of this project? What do you want to feel? What's the emotional experience you want to have, or you think you're going to have when you accomplish that goal? That is what you need to bring into the now moment, to already feel that joy, to already feel the excitement, to already feel the abundance, to already feel empowered, okay, to already feel successful now. When you align with that feeling, that is going to change and bring it into your outer reality, because what you're sending out, you receive back. Okay? And when you leave certain things open for the universe to interpret, then the universe can give you even more than you thought would be possible for you. Do you see what I'm saying? You can say, oh, I want that specific Ferrari model, just to give you an example. Right? And then you limit it because it has to have a golden trim, and it has to have this, and it has to be this model, and it has to be red, and boom, the universe, you're instantly limiting the universe. But if you just want to, the better way to attract the car is to request on an emotional level the experience, what that's going to feel like when you're in that car. You're going to feel awesome. You're going to feel amazing. Oh, that's so great. Feel that already. And who knows, the universe might give you a car that's even better than the one you thought of. Do you see what I'm saying? You gotta leave the steps up to the universe and your spiritual team and your inner guidance. Okay, feel it today and feel it every day, and then tap into your intuition. Okay, guys, what do I need to do to align with that truth? And then you take one step at a time. You don't need to know all the steps in one day. You take one day, one decision. Okay? And you just do it that way. Okay. And if you don't feel anything today, that's okay. I know you guys will send me something tomorrow or the day after. I'll get it when I need to receive it. And the guidance will come more clearly, more fluently, and without restriction into your intuition, and then you'll be able to slowly but surely align with that reality without you having to drive yourself crazy in figuring out every single step. Okay, you just feel the answer instead of intellectually trying to figure things out, because thinking and using this little noggin is the most energy draining tool that your body possesses. Okay, it drains you, it makes you feel completely kaput, and then we start to go low in energy, and then we become tired, and then we become depressed, and then we don't even have any more energy to manifest anything. Okay? So maintain your energy by making decisions based on feelings and not on your thoughts. Thoughts are just there. Once you figure out everything, then you could sort of use this to a certain degree. I don't use many thoughts. I'm very impulsive, and I do everything according to what I feel. That's how I live. I live with my feelings. That's why I've done the most illogical things in the world, and it's always worked out great. Okay, while other people are like, oh my God, what is she doing? She's going to get in trouble. She's going to do this. She's going to do that. She's going to be in danger. I'm like, yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? So I hope that helps, LG, but it's just, you need to learn to manifest from a different source. Okay, it's very important because you always feel like nothing's coming into your reality the way that you would like to see it come in. Okay. Oh, hi, Maureen. Maureen from France. Let's see. All right, I'm going to do one more. What is going on? 125 Alma. Okay. And then we'll do a group card for everyone. 125 Alma. This one. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Maureen. Moon energy and look in a book, Alma. This is what I'm getting for you. Let's see. Moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. And look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answers in a book. The words you find will bring the insight that you seek. Alma. It's almost like the universe is saying, allow the universe to guide you. Allow your higher self to guide you. Your constant battle with yourself. I feel like you're constantly fighting your soul energy, your higher mind. You got to learn to flow more. You got to learn to surrender to the unknown. You're so fearful of the unknown. You're so... It's almost like you get anxiety. You're just looking at the world and what's going on out there, and it's just bringing anxiety. They're saying, don't look at all of that. Don't let that energy of the outside creation to be a part of your creation. Don't get distracted by everything that's going on that is separate from you, that is not, I want to say, under your control, or at least not directly. It's almost like focus on you and finding your joy. Focus on things that bring you joy. Focus on gratitude. Focus on love. Focus on loving yourself. It says look in a book, but it's not really about a book. It's about choosing where you put your focus on, right? Choosing to read a book if it makes you happy, but it's about, right? Look in a book. For you, it's about choose wisely where you put your focus on, where you put your attention on, because it impacts you greatly. You're a very sensitive soul. You are very, you're an empath. You know, you give a lot to others, but you give very little to yourself. And you're just, you need to be more mindful with your own energy and with what you feed it, right? To stay away from anything that is on the lower vibrational frequencies, any kind of news. Don't watch the news. Don't, don't get distracted by social media posts. And it's like you need to, it's almost like they're asking you to, in a way, put yourself a little bit in a bubble so you can recharge, so you can reconnect, so you can focus on your own expansion instead of focusing on getting ready to, I don't know, to, it's almost like escape a crazy world. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I'm getting, you know? Choose your focus. What you focus on is what you bring into your reality and what you will receive. So make sure that you focus on the things that you really care about. Focus on the things you want to have in your life. You know, focus on finding gratitude for the things you do appreciate about your life, and really work on self-love. Really work on feeding yourself with the right amount of energies and finding balance in what you give and what you receive. You really have to, I just feel like they're advising you to spend some time with you, to really focus towards yourself and the reality that you're choosing to see, because it has an impact on your health, it has an impact on your energy level, and it has an impact on your sanity. Okay. Um, so choose wisely. Choose wisely what you bring into your reality and what you focus on. Okay. I hope that helps. But that's what I'm getting. Let's do a card for the group, for everybody who's here and everybody who might see this in the future tense. Marie-Hélène, yay! Everybody's getting reacquainted from there's a lot of people who came to the live event on the live chat today. Everybody's like, hi! I love that. That's why I do these events. It's not for me. I do them so people can connect with people who are exactly vibrating at the same frequency. It is so healing when we start to feel connected with people we've never even met. Temple of Truth, throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. There we go. It's so important, I think, that we start to speak our truth and be our truth. And that's really what this card is about. In order for us to move into a fifth dimensional plane permanently, we have to become our truth. And the best way to start that process of becoming your truth is to be fearless in expressing what you feel and what you think. Make sure it's in a respectful way, that is not in a way that is attacking other people's beliefs or other people's opinions, but in a loving, respectful way. You have to allow yourself to now speak freely without holding back, without fear of repercussion, without fear of exclusion. Speaking our truth and becoming our truth is what is being asked of us in order to release our roots in the 3D and move into a 5D reality. So that is the most important life lesson to be mastered at this time during the ascension. So start by speaking your truth. Don't hold anything back, but also infuse what you say with a certain amount of love and respect. People need to learn how to have different ideas, different beliefs, different perspectives again without feeling attacked by somebody who does have different beliefs. When we ascend, when we are spiritually awake, we realize that everybody is family and everybody is here to have a very unique experience of the same world. Therefore, we have to respect where they are, what level of awakening they are, because it is going to be perfect according to their soul's desired experiences. So there's no need to attack anybody, but there is a need to speak your truth. Because if you hold things back, if you don't speak your truth, if you don't allow yourself to be who you truly are, then how can you be a light in the world if you dim it, if you dim your own light, if you limit what you're allowing yourself to say or to think or to feel? Being 100% your true self means allowing every aspect of self to be experienced by others, by your community, by the world, to share your gifts, to share your knowledge, your wisdom, to hold nothing back, but to always infuse everything with love. Making sure that the intentions behind what you say, the intentions behind what you do, are always based on the highest good of all, including yourself, of course. So that's the message. Okay. I hope that helps everybody. I hope everybody got a good message. Let me know in the comment section if you resonated with your message or if you resonated with somebody else's message. And like I said, I do this every week on my Patreon page, patreon.com/Emanuelle McIntosh. And if you want to sign up there, I think it starts at like $4.50 per month. And there's tons and tons and tons of channeled messages there and very extensive channeled posts. And I am currently also doing every week a zodiac sign, and I'm giving a 2025 yearly overview of what I'm receiving this year. This new year is going to be for you. The things you need to focus on. And it's with the cards that I use as well. So go check it out. I love you guys. Stay positive, stay blessed, and just know that you are abundant. Lack is an illusion, and you are fucking divine. So start acting like it. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye.